Recording has. All right. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. So my name is Amarnath. I'll be the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all to the meeting of Sattvic Toastmasters Club. Before we start the meeting, I would like to mention 3 ground rules we follow in our Toastmasters meeting. So as a Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, politics in an abusive way. So please refrain from discussing these topics. Please put yourself on mute if you are not speaking, and I would encourage you to put yourself on camera, and please turn off your video if you're stepping out of the meeting. As everybody in their life has a mission to achieve their goals, like our Toastmasters Club also has a mission. The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide a support and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in great self-confidence and personal growth. With this, I announce this meeting as open and hand it over to today's Toastmaster of the day, DTM Noor Mohammad. Thank you. Stage is yours, Noor.
Thank you, fellow Toastmasters. Thank you, Amarnath, for that wonderful introduction and opening of the meeting. May I hand over the podium to our presiding officer, J.K. Arora. Over to you, J.K. sir. You're in the meeting.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, distinguished guests and Toastmasters. So welcome to today's meeting. And today as a GE, my responsibility is to look the meeting complete.
Excuse me. Sorry for interjecting. Today, since Toastmaster Ishita is not here, you are the highest ranking officer who would be taking the presiding officer role.
Okay. As a presiding officer.
Yeah.
Okay. So I invite you today meeting. Okay.
Do you want me to take over? I can do the role if you're uncomfortable.
Okay, you can take over this. Yeah, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Very good morning to you all. Welcome to another Sattvic meeting. Today, we are going to have fun. We're going to have a lot of learnings today. The theme of today's meeting is healthy living. And before we talk about the theme of the meeting, which I'll be wearing multiple hats today, and I'll be also playing the role of the TMOD. So we have a couple of guests in the room. May I recognize a few of the guests who are present? Toastmaster Usha Bharati, could you please let us know how you know about Sattvic Toastmasters now that you are a regular guest for the information for our guests and members? Could you please introduce yourself?
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Noor. Good morning, everybody. My name is Usha Bharati. I'm also a Toastmaster. I'm part of TCS Maitri Synergy Park Toastmasters Club. We happen to meet on Wednesdays there. And so I was actually looking for an online club to onboard my son into the Toastmaster family. And that's how I am here. Otherwise, yes, I am a mother of 2 teenage children. I am also a professional. I work for talent. I work for career management function of HR in TCS. So that's brief about myself, and I truly look forward to learn from experience of each other in this club. That's about me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Usha, for being here with us. We look forward to learning with you as well today. I believe you are today evaluator as well. We look forward for that evaluation as well. So I see. Yes,
I'm the speaker.
You are the speaker. Please forgive me. You are the speaker for today's one. All right. I see another guest, DTM Gayatri Ravindran. Could you please introduce yourself, madam?
Thank you, DTM Noor. Good morning, everyone. My name is Gayatri. I have been a Toastmaster since 2016. I am a member here in Chennai's online Toastmasters club. It's called Speak Magic Toastmasters. We meet every Saturday from 6 to 8. I've learned a lot from Toastmasters, and I look forward to learning something new in every meeting. And I came to know about this particular club from DTM Noor. Our friendship goes way back, and he has always been guiding me to attend some of the meetings, and I'm happy to join the meeting today.
Thank you, DTM Gayatri, for that wonderful introduction. DTM Gayatri, if you guys are not aware, she was the principal for my son when he was young. And I see Lisa Thompson in the house. DTM Lisa, could you please introduce yourself for the benefit of the guests, if you are there? All right, we move on to Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Karthik. Karthik, could you please introduce yourself, a little about yourself, your little background, so that we know who you are?
Hello everyone, good morning Toastmasters. I'm Karthik. I'm currently doing my mechanical engineering first year in Mahindra University. I actually got introduced to the club by my mom, and yeah, I just wanted to be part of Toastmasters and have a very good learning experience, and I'm excited to learn with you all.
Thank you, Karthik. Thank you. I hope we provide value to you. Thank you for joining us today. I also see today Toastmaster Gangamai. Toastmaster Gangamai, a short introduction about yourself, madam.
Good morning. For a reason, because I was kind of I had attended a couple of meetings earlier when the late Dr. Raghunath Garu was there. So I was the one through whom I came to know about this club, and I had attended a couple of meetings. It was wonderful, and I wanted to be part of it. And today, especially because playing a role, so I'm here today on a Sunday morning. Though I have two kids with me, two wonderful daughters, and yeah, looking forward to learning. Excited, and I'm part of Credera Toastmasters Club in Hyderabad. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Gangamai. We are delighted to have you among us today, and I look forward for your evaluation today. And I also see Navya. Navya, if you are there, Toastmaster Navya, could you please introduce yourself, madam?
Myself, Master Navya. I'm the part of Interactive Vibrant Speakers from Anantapur, and I'm currently pursuing my third BTech. And I'm part of Toastmasters since 2022. Thank you, Toastmaster. Noor, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Navya, for joining us today. I hope this meeting would be beneficial for you as well. I see Tulsi. Madam Tulsi, could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Tulsi. I have been attending few meetings as a guest for this club. I had been a Toastmaster earlier, and I'm looking forward to improve more of my communication skills. That's it.
That's fantastic, ma'am. That's fantastic. Thank you for joining us. I believe Toastmaster Usha and Toastmaster Tulsi are our regular guests now. We consider not as guests, we consider you as our visiting members. So thank you for joining us today. And without any further ado, let me pass over the podium to myself, I'll be wearing a different cap now. I'll be wearing the cap of Toastmaster of the Day. And today's theme is healthy living. Now, how many of us, let me share the screen so that you all can see what I'll be talking about. Right? Could you see my screen?
Yes, Noor.
All right. You're able to see the whole screen, or you're able to see just the presentation?
I can see the
As
whole
of now,
screen. I think
You
allow
you
to
can see the
present a
whole
slide.
screen. All right, let me share properly. Let me share the application itself. Yeah, I think, yeah, now, how is it now?
It's
You're
good.
able to see, yeah, fantastic, sounds good. So, how many of us have faced problems in life? For example, how many of you are facing stress in your life? Please raise your hands. Let's see a show of hands, right? So we face chronic stress. In fact, we are facing issues for uh, anything related to money. We have problems when we do not have money. We are under stress. When we are at work, there are some things that we are terribly upset about regarding stress, regarding work, regarding responsibilities. Also, we are worried about children's studies, our responsibilities as parents, as mothers, fathers, brothers. So we have this constant stress which is pondering our brains every time. So that is one thing. What else do you think is wrong with us for healthy living? What I would suggest is to please type in the chat. What do you think? So we can have a look at it and then see accordingly. What do you think are different reasons why we are not able to live a healthy life? I'll stop screen sharing so that you can just see the chat on the window. Yeah, please. Expectations, right? Saying yes to everything that comes. Yes. Junk food, that's that's right as well. So we're not having a unhealthy lifestyle, sedentary lifestyle. That's also one thing. Yes. So what I will be doing today is, instead of me telling you what's wrong or what you should be doing, what I would be doing is I'll be asking you, because you already know the answers for this. You already know the problems also. But what we are going to do is I'm going to facilitate the discussion in such a way that we identify the common problems we have for a healthy living. So uh, let me quickly share the screen again so I can see uh, guilt about not getting everything done. Very interesting point. Moving away from nature. So I see a lot of people have written very common things that we face in our day-to-day lives. And that's what is wrong with what we are doing. Let me quickly share the screen so that you can see it. I have two screens, which is causing a lot of issue for me. Let me see if I can share properly the thing. All right. How many of you have faced depression or loneliness in your lives? Yeah. So depression and loneliness is one of the reasons why we do not live healthy lives. And also, we have relationship trauma. There are a lot of people, we face relationship issues. Either the husband is not that great, or the wife is having issues, or we have issues with our in-laws, or different aspects of these things would cause us to have relationship traumas as well. We also have physical ailments. How many of you suffer from any of the diseases like high blood pressure, or heart disease, or obesity, or any of the diseases which are common these days? Like we think that the blood pressure is very common these days. The having diabetes is pretty common these days. Obesity is common these days. These are all the physical ailments which we suffer from. And also, how many of you have concentration issues here? Are you able to concentrate on something for a long time and focus and do things? Anyone? And also we have social disconnect. So we are socially disconnected. A lot of us, we face social disconnect because we are not comfortable interacting in a group. Probably we do not communicate well. Sometimes communication is an issue. Sometimes so many other things are an issue. So we do have achievement and self-worth issues as well. So these are the things which prevent us from leading a healthy life. Now, without further ado, we will get on. I will be talking about uh, three things: physical well-being, mental well-being, and social well-being. And at the end, there will be takeaways, and you will have goodies at the end. I'll be sharing some information which you can take away and which you can actually work out on those worksheets on how to actually uh, start on a transformative journey on having a uh, rounded life so that you are living physically well, mentally well, as well as socially well. So as we move on, this Toastmasters meeting is divided into three segments. The first segment is the prepared speeches segment. The second segment will be the table topic segment, and the third segment will be the evaluation segment. Before we proceed into the first segment, that is a prepared speeches segment, may I invite our general evaluator for today, Toastmaster J.K. Arora ji, to please introduce his role as well as the team under him. Over to you, J.K. sir.
Yeah, good morning once again. So as a general evaluator, I'll take over the meeting details and I'll introduce my tag team. Today tag team is sorry, there's a minor changes. Yeah, as a timer is Toastmaster Vikram. And then we have Grameen is Toastmaster Amarnath. And as a
our counter also not available today. I'm also playing as a role of
Grameen and our counter both today. Two roles Toastmaster Amarnath has been taking. Thank you. And so the next so I'll request as a timer Toastmaster Vikram to please introduce his roles. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arora. Good morning, everyone. I am Vikram, and I'll be the timer of the day. As a timer, I will time the speeches and the table topics, and also the evaluations. I will alert each speaker of the time that they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards. So as a for icebreaker speeches, the time allowed is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5th minute, I will be displaying the red card, the green card, sorry, as you see on this my background. And at the 6th minute, I will be displaying the yellow card. And then at the 7th minute, I'll be displaying the red card. Similarly, for the table topics, the allowed time is 2 minutes. At the 1st minute, I will be displaying the green card. At the 1.5 minute, I'll display the yellow card. And then at the 2nd minute, I'll display the red card. If any speaker is going beyond the allowed time limit, they will be disqualified. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. And now Toastmaster Amarnath, please, as a Grameen counter, please, your role, please.
Thank you, Arun sir. So, greetings everyone. So as a grammarian, it's my responsibility to close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language uses. I'll also note any of the improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or any thoughts. As a grammarian, it's also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is prevail. Prevail means win, triumph. So if you prevail over someone, that means you win. If you prevail upon someone, you will have influence. The usage of the word is, it is hard for logic to prevail over emotion. So I would encourage to use the word in your today's speaking. And also the idiom of the day, as it is aligned with the theme, as fit as a fiddle. That means that very good health. I'll post it in the chat. I'll encourage to use the word. And as an accounter today, the purpose of accounter is to note the words and sounds that are used as crush words or pause fillers by anyone who speaks during the meeting. I will listen for the overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for the filler sounds, including I'll also note when a speaker repeats the same word or phrase. Thank you. Hand it over to you.
Thank you. Over to Toastmaster of the day, DTM Noor.
Thank you, J.K. Aroraji. May I request you to please introduce your role as general evaluator to us, please? Over to you, J.K.
So as a general evaluator, my role is to check that the meeting is conducted properly, and each role has been tag team. They take a proper role and proper. At the end, I will summarize the meeting. Thank you. Over to DTM Noor, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster J.K. Arora, for that introduction of your role as well as the tag team role. Now we proceed into the prepared speeches segment. The prepared speeches segment is a segment where a couple of Toastmasters, they go through a prepared speech. They take time to prepare a speech and then they present the speech. And there'll be an evaluator who will be evaluating these prepared speeches. So today's first speaker, prepared speaker, is Toastmaster Usha Bharati. And Toastmasters Usha Bharati's speech would be evaluated by Toastmaster Gangamai. Toastmaster Gangamai, may I request you to please read out the project objectives of Toastmaster Usha's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Gangamai.
Thank you, Toastmaster Noor. And my target speaker, Toastmaster Usha, is delivering her level 1 project 4 speech. And the purpose of the speech or the project is for her to present a speech on any topic, receive the feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. And the purpose of this particular speech she's going to deliver today is to present a speech and receive the feedback from the evaluator. And I wish all the best to Toastmaster Usha. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gangamai. Timer, could you please raise your hand and so that Toastmaster Usha can see? Timer, yep, thank you. Could you please change your card so that she can see green, yellow, and red? Right, we see the blades of grass. Yes, green, yellow, and red. Toastmaster Usha, could you see the timer on your screen?
Yeah, I'm seeing the red background at the moment.
Yes, ma'am. So we can see you and hear you. Timer, please note the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. 5 green, 6 yellow, and 7 red. Toastmaster Usha, the screen is all yours.
You're always one decision away from a completely different life. This quote by Mel Robbins perfectly encapsulates my journey. Once again, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. How often do you say yes? Yes to a new task, yes to a favor, yes to a new responsibility, even when you know it's too much. For a longest time, I thought saying yes is a strength, a way to prove my worth. But one day I realized that this constant compliance is not a habit, but it's a trap. I grew up as a child who is very obedient, who listens to everything without questioning, did what was told, and adapted to every situation. I followed the rules at home, excelled at school, and made my parents proud. But that obedience came with a price. After my 10th grade results, my father asked me about my future plans. With a lot of excitement, I told him that I wanted to become a doctor. I could already see myself in a white coat and with a stethoscope. But without any encouragement, he gave me two options. It's math with physics or math with commerce. You're dropping biology, he said. Without questioning him, I said, okay. I said yes to math with physics. That single moment wasn't just about my future choices, but it set the tone for the years to come, accepting everything that was coming my way without questioning. I didn't realize it then that every yes I said to others was a no to myself. That habit didn't stop there. As I grew older, it seeped into every part of my life, professionally and personally. In my family, we have people from 3 generations living under one roof. Life is very vibrant. However, it's challenging as well. Every generation has got contrasting views, different preferences, especially when it comes to food. Breakfast and dinner always was a battlefield of choices. Yet, to keep up the peace, I took it upon myself, ensuring that everybody's taste is scattered. Idlis for some, parathas for others, cereals for rest. Initially, it felt very rewarding. But people loved me for my effort. But over the time, I felt overextended. Preparing multiple dishes for every meal was not just exhausting myself physically, but it also drained me emotionally. While everybody enjoyed the harmony at the dinner table, I was crumbling under the weight of their expectations. At work, it was no different. I said yes to every project that was assigned to me, thinking that that's the way to prove my dedication. On one day, my manager came up to me and assigned a critical project that has a very short timeline. Despite my full workload, I said yes. I agreed. I juggled both the projects and managed to meet the timelines. However, the quality suffered. I couldn't excel at either of the projects. That experience actually revealed the hidden truth of saying yes. It diluted my energy and focus. Over time, stress was built up. It's like a serious silent storm turning into frustration. I was seen everywhere doing everything. And slowly people also started sidelining me, not because I was not because I wasn't capable, but because I was overextended. That's when I realized that the so-called strength of mine to say yes to everything has become my greatest weakness. And the breaking point came when I saw toll on relationships, health, and passion to my work. That's when I told to myself, Usha, you should learn to say no. The first time I told no was at home. My family wanted multiple options for breakfast, as always. I firmly said, we are having only one dish today. You either take it or leave it. At first, there was resistance. But over time, something magical happened. People adjusted. Instead of complaints, there was camaraderie. I felt I prevailed. Life to me became much better and simpler. At work too, I started setting boundaries. When another last minute assignment was assigned to me, I explained them my commitments. I suggested an alternative timeline. To my surprise, my manager appreciated my honesty and reassigned the task. Each time I said no, it was not an easy task. I felt the weight lift, but I discovered a new kind of strength, the strength of prioritizing, recharging, and focusing deeply. Very soon, I stopped looking at life and things superficially and began to see things with much more deeper focus. Most importantly, what I learned is that it's not selfish to put yourself in the first place, but it's necessary. Each one of us probably have moments where we feel stretched too thin, overwhelmed by the weight of saying yeses. But here is the truth. You can't pour from an empty cup. It's also that Steve Jobs once said, it is truly when you say no that you can concentrate on things that are truly important. So let your decisions lead you to a life of intention. So next time when you're tempted to say yes, pause and think, are you putting your time to the best use? Because saying no isn't about rejection, it's about intention. It's about creating space for the things that truly matter. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wow, what a powerful speech. That is something which we all struggle with. Saying yes to everything what we are given. And that goes like a norm in our culture. Like you got to please people, your family, your friends, so on and so forth. At office, it's a real struggle. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. And that really puts things in perspective. Thank you, Toastmaster Usha. So let's all take 1 minute of time to give feedback to Toastmaster Usha, what you think she did really well. And if you have any suggestions, please do give her, all the guests in the room. So in the chat, please private message her. A timer, could you just time 1 minute? Let me know that when 1 minute is up. And please do come on camera. Don't take my example. I'm not on camera, but definitely you all can be on camera.
Yeah, 1 minute is up.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram. And now we proceed on to the second speaker. Our second speaker today is Toastmaster Navya. And Toastmaster Navya would be evaluated, her speech would be evaluated by Toastmaster Ashish Sinha. Toastmaster Ashish, could you please read out the objectives for Toastmaster Navya's speech?
Thank you, DTM Noor. Toastmaster Navya is going ahead with innovative planning path. And the level she is attempting is level 3 speech 1. The purpose of the project is for the member to practice being aware of his or her thoughts and feelings, as well as the impact of his or her on others, on her responses on others. The purpose of the speech for the member is to share his or her experience completing the project. Timer, please note, the time for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. With that, all the very best, TM Navya. Over to you, DTM Noor.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. Timer, could you please raise your hand so that speaker can see you? All right. Could you see the timer, Navya, Toastmaster Navya?
Master Noor.
Toastmaster. Yes, fantastic. All right. So could you just speak just a couple of lines? I'm glad to be here. Toastmaster Navya.
Master Noor.
Could you speak a line, please? I'm happy to give a speech.
I'm happy to give a speech.
Fantastic. We are able to hear you and see you.
Yeah.
Over to you,
Thank you.
Toastmaster Navya.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Noor. Imagine you wake up to a rainy day. You have two choices. Let the weather dampen your mood or embrace it is an opportunity to get wet in it. What you choose in that moment reflects your attitude, and that attitude can shape your day and your life. Today, I want to explore the power of attitude and how it influences not just our outlooks but our success and also relationships. I present myself before you today to talk about something that impacts every aspect of our lives: attitude. Good morning to all my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Toastmaster Navya and welcome you to all the know the power of attitude. Imagine two people faced with the same challenge, one with a positive attitude and the other with a negative one. Who do you think is more likely to succeed?
The one with positive attitude.
Yeah, absolutely. It's often the one with the positive attitude is more likely to succeed. Let me share you a small story. Once upon a time in a city, there were two colleagues, Maya and Alex, who worked in the same office. Maya was known for her positive attitude, always greeting everyone about work and expressing encouragement in her words. On the other hand, Alex had a more clinical outlook, often complaining about work and expressing frustration with his colleagues. One Monday morning, the office received news of a major project deadline being moved up. This unexpected change created a sense of stress and urgency among the team members. Maya, with her positive attitude, saw this is an opportunity for teamwork and innovation. She rallied her colleagues, offering support and brainstorming solutions to meet the deadlines. Alex, however, he is with a negative attitude. He reacted with negativity. He grumbled about the unrealistic expressions and the expectations, criticized his team members' effects, and spread a sense of despair. His attitude began to affect those around him and created tensions among his team members. As the work week progressed, the impact of Maya's and Alex's attitude became evident.
Please go on.
Yeah, thank you. As the week progressed, the impact of Maya's and Alex's attitude became evident. At the project's conclusion, there was a clear contrast in outcomes. Maya's team achieved success not only in meeting the deadlines, but also in promoting a supportive culture they celebrated and their accomplishments. Also, they had felt a sense of pride in their collective efforts. Seeing all this, determined to make a change, Alex started adopting a positive attitude towards towards his teammates, and also he focused on solutions rather than just pretending about the problems. So what exactly is attitude? Anyone of you, please unmute yourself and answer to the question. What exactly is attitude?
Way of thinking.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Aurora. Any more? Okay, thank you. So what exactly is attitude? It's about how we approach the situations, how we respond to the challenges, and how we interact to each other. The attitude reveals when we are interacting to each other. If just I'm speaking to myself, I cannot, others cannot know what's my attitude, whether I'm reacting in a positive way or in a negative way. We need to interact with each other to know what's the attitude we are carrying in ourselves. So, having a positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about acknowledging the challenges and setbacks, but choosing to focus on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. Okay, now I want to give you some suggestions how we could focus on the positive. Firstly, choose sarcasm over anger. When someone made a joke on you, you'll be reacting in an anger way. Instead of reacting and losing your patience and losing your control, just reply them in a sarcastic way, so they'll not know that your anger. And the second, stop using negative words for yourself. Never thinks that my confidence level all know and I cannot manage these things in my life. And the third one, stop overthinking and overreacting to everything. And the next one, listen to your internal dialogues. And the next one is get pleasure out of simple things in life. And the last one, relax for some time in a day. Life is made up of days, and if your days are not good, absolutely your life can never be good. Every day counts towards building a good and a happy life. Hope you all got a good note on the attitudes about what is a positive and what is negative, and follow these and make your paths towards the positive attitude. Thank you, everyone, and over to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Noor.
Thank you, Toastmaster Navya, for that wonderful speech today. So we saw the distinction between what is positive attitude and what is negative attitude. We got ample examples from the speech, and very good key takeaway messages from Toastmaster Navya's speech. Thank you, Toastmaster Navya, for that wonderful speech. May I request Timer to please give 1 minute of silence for everyone in the room to give feedback to Toastmaster Navya through the personal chat. Directly, you can personally direct message her. 1 minute.
Sure.
May I request all to please give feedback to our speakers, because feedback is something which we all depend on to improve ourselves. So please do give your thoughts about how was the speech, how did it go, your recommendations if you have any.
Yeah, 1 minute is up.
Thank you, Timer. So now we will do one simple exercise. We have a 5-minute break, but what I would like you all to do in this 5-minute break is to talk to 3 people whom you have no interaction with anytime, right? Absolutely strangers they are to you. So I'll create 3 breakout rooms so you can manually choose which room you want to go into. So you can go into any of these rooms. I'm opening all the rooms right now. So please choose any room and interact with 3 people whom you don't know, right? Get to know a little bit about them and talk good things about them. Anything you want to know or uh, get acquainted with. So please choose a room. You can choose a room. All right. Room 1 has only 2 speakers. Room 2 is empty. You can choose room 2 or 1. Oh, all right. All right. Akib, I think you just joined. There are breakout rooms, Akib. You can join any room and introduce yourself to 3 strangers. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a break going on, 5 minutes break.
Okay.
So we will convene back at another 5 minutes. Yeah. You can choose any
Okay.
breakout room. Room
Cool.
1 and room 2 are empty. Almost 2
Okay.
people are there.
Okay.
I'm not aware of like how do I do the join the rooms?
Okay. I will assign you, Tulsi. So let me assign you. Okay. Could you join the room? Fantastic. Hello. Hi, Shravan. Are you here? Hello, Shravan. How are you?
Yeah, hi, Nupur. I'm doing good. Thank you. How about you?
I'm doing good too. Sorry, everyone is in the breakout rooms. We are having a 5-minute breakout rooms just for people
Oh,
to introduce themselves. So they'll be
all
back
right.
now. Yeah.
Okay, okay. You
Right.
you belongs to this group, this
Yes,
particular.
yes, yes. I belong to
Okay,
this club.
okay, okay.
Right.
Nice to know that.
Well,
And always it is so pleasure to listen to you.
thank you so much. Thank you.
It is just okay. I can
Yes,
hear that.
yes. Welcome all. Welcome, welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you had engaging session introducing yourselves to strangers. All right, the room, all breakout rooms will close in around 20 seconds more. So let's hope everyone is back. I think room 2 is busy. All right. So how was your experience talking to strangers?
We are no more strangers now. We all know each other, at least the people in the room. Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. So the other 3 also will be joining now in a second. All right.
For me, I joined as a guest today, so I think it was good to know people
Fantastic.
and understand what these guys are doing.
Good. The whole point of this exercise is to get to know each other. So it builds a sense of breaking the ice at the beginning, and that primes you for the next session, which is the first thing what we're going to talk about is physical well-being. Now, let me share my screen before we move on into table topics. I'll just quickly share the screen. Let me see. All right. Can you all see the screen?
Yes.
Yes. Fantastic. So we are going to talk about physical well-being. Right? And do you think hormones play a role in our physical well-being, human hormone? How many of you know about hormones in human body? Please comment in the chat. So I'll be looking in the chat. Okay. Okay. Yes, of course. Yes, they need to work normally to lose weight. Yeah. All right. So the humans are like machines. We work on hormones. Now, hormones are things which are generally secreted at different parts of our body and which regulate our physical well-being. Now, let us see a couple of hormones what are playing primary role in how we actually operate as human beings. Now, if you see the major hormones, what are there are cortisol, insulin, melatonin, oxytocin, serotonin. You know about adrenaline and also T4 hormone. Now, I will share this presentation with you, but it is very important to understand that these hormones play a very important role in regulating how we operate. For example, you take cortisol. Cortisol is it it manages your stress response or your metabolism regulation, and it is secreted in adrenaline glands. And the positive things about having cortisol in proper control is having how you can manage your stress. And by doing physical activity, you would be able to maintain good levels of cortisol. Now, if you see, cortisol needs physical activity, insulin needs physical activity, adrenaline needs physical activity, T4 needs physical activity, and also serotonin needs physical activity. Physical activity is that important a factor in maintaining the hormones at the right levels. If the cortisol becomes too much, there is a problem. If the insulin becomes too much, there is a problem. You get insulin resistance, and that leads to diabetes. So maintaining these hormones at the right level, you'll be able to manage many of your physical functions properly. And that would definitely lead on to maintaining good health physically. Now, how many of you think what could be the physical problems which we have regarding physical health? In the chat, please. Any problems regarding physical health? What could be the problems which could result in physical deterioration of health? Yeah. Sleep disorder, obesity, right? So we have poor nutrition as well. If we do not eat good food, we suffer physically, right? So I get acidity reflux issues, and I think it might impact me in the long run. Now you have to understand, why do you get acid reflux, right? So you got to understand that. The second thing is, we have a very sedentary lifestyle, right? Most of us are sitting for long times. People who are working in companies, they sit for 6 to 8 hours. Software engineers, don't talk about them because they are working like now with our new CEOs, Narayana Murthy saying that 72 hours of work, someone said 90 hours of work. So this is very non-productive for your physical health. So sedentary lifestyle is nothing but a lifestyle without physical activity. Now, how many of you think sleep deprivation is one of the causes for physical health? How many of you have sleep problems? You can open your mic and talk. Let it be a dialogue.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I have seen that in my mother, that she's not able to sleep properly for a long time, and that definitely impacts her physical health over time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone else facing sleep problems? You want to sleep, but you cannot sleep?
Yeah.
So
I occasionally face this sleep deprivation. When I want to sleep, I don't get sleep. That could be the reason for that. Could be I travel very often. So when I get back home, I still have the problem of not able to sleep on time, which I used to, before travel. So that was one, way how I used to have this kind of sleep disorders.
that's a real challenge, Vikram. I believe that people who travel very often have sleep issues because the clock changes, the biological clock changes, and then to reset it back to the timing which you sleep regularly, it takes time. So we have chronic diseases also. Chronic diseases are anything but you have diabetes, you have high blood pressure, you have cardio-related diseases, you have mental diseases which are chronic in nature, and this affects physical health. Physical health is your body itself. Your body is not able to operate properly. So chronic diseases also cause your physical health to deteriorate. Yeah. And also toxic environment. So, for example, you're staying in a very polluted city that affects your lungs, that affects your overall well-being. So, these are the problems which you face using for your physical health. Now, what could be the solutions for this? It's very easy. You see the problem, you can figure out solution. You already know the solutions. So, for poor nutrition, what could you think of a solution for this? Please open your mics and type. Eat well, sleep well, move. That's right. Good nutrition. If you have poor nutrition, you need to have good nutrition. And you all know what is good nutrition. Now, the thing about all these things is that we know the problems, we know the solutions, but we are unable to execute them. Now, any one of you, why do you think that we are unable to execute this? So it's very easy. Solutions are very easy. Sedentary lifestyle, physical exercise, sleep deprivation, set sleep schedule for that. Chronic diseases, address inflammation. How many of you know about inflammation? Do you know that inflammation is the top most reason for all the diseases? You know, the worst invention which ever happened is the rubber sole. If your feet is not grounded, to the ground. Whenever you're walking, you're wearing rubber shoes or rubber slippers. Rubber is an insulator of electricity. We need to ground our bodies to the earth. Always walk barefoot when you're walking. That grounds you. We are a human magnet. We need to ground ourselves to the Mother Earth. If you are not grounding yourself, you are increasing inflammation in your body. And inflammation is the main reason for almost all diseases which ever happen to you. So my sincere suggestion is to walk barefoot, right? And toxic environment, you need to live in a healthy environment. The main reason why we do not follow these things is because we are not motivated, first of all, to do these things. The whole idea of us coming together today is to actually pledge accountability to the people whom you have spoken just some time ago, that I will do one thing today. Yes, Amruta, you have raised your hand.
We don't take accountability because when we have any health problem, that time we realize our health is important. That is the main issue, and that time we take some yoga classes or some physical exercise and proper diet when we suffer from some diseases or like that. So everyone want that one, one push or one hitch in your lifestyle, then you only realize about your health. But when we are healthy right now, that time if we put all these things in a proper, like a good sleep and proper diet, then we can make this, lifestyle changes accordingly, and we can, we can push many diseases in long term.
Absolutely. I agree with you on this, because unless you put your hand into the candle, then only the fire burns your hand, then only you know it burns. Otherwise, if any number of people tells don't put your hand in the candle, you would go and put your hand in the candle. So this is unfortunately the case for many. We do not understand how important is health until we suffer from a major ailment of some sort. So without any further ado, I would request now our table topics master, Toastmaster Ishita is not in the house. Uh, JKG, do you want to take up table topics master role today?
So I actually opted for table topic, but if
Yes, Toastmaster Gangamai, you can.
yeah,
I'm so sorry about it. So please,
no.
yep. Over to you,
Yeah.
madam.
Thank you, Toastmaster Noor. So who do we have as the first volunteer? Awesome. Nice to see people raising hand even before I call out. Nice. So the first question for you, and before starting the table topics round, I'd just like to reiterate that the table topics will be from 1 to 2 minutes. So please note the timing, and there will be a 30 seconds grace after you're done with 2 minutes. And please try to use the word of the day and idiom of the day during your speeches. So the first participant, Toastmaster Rajiv, you had raised your hand.
Yeah.
Would you like to go first? Yeah.
Sure.
So the topic for you is, just give a second. Since this is winter as well and we are talking about health, so I'm trying to relate the two with the table topics today. So I'd like to know, what is your favorite winter dish, or what do you recommend as a winter dish, what people should have during the winters for a healthy lifestyle? So what winter dish do you recommend for people to have during the winters? Toastmaster Rajiv.
My favorite dish for the winters is gajar ka halwa. So we don't buy it from outside; we make it at home, and that's my go-to dessert. But the gajar ka halwa that we make at home is with the low-fat milk. So we try to make it very nutritious. We are very healthy family in that way. We try to avoid refined sugars. So the preparation is pretty simple. Of course, take carrots. We use low-fat milk. We definitely put dry fruits in there, and we put raisins, but there's no refined sugar at all. We don't use gur. I know that there are a lot of perception that that gur is good, but I personally believe anything which is sweet or very sweet is not good for health. So we put a bit of raisins to get the taste. Nowadays, the carrots are anyways they're sweet. So why do you need extra level of sweetness? So that's our go-to dessert. That's my go-to dessert in the family. I definitely have at least 50 to 100 grams of it every day. That's what I love to do. It's very pure, very natural, gives you energy because there are dry fruits inside it. There's pistachios. There is cashews. There are raisins. A bit of almond that we put in. Takes a couple of hours to prepare that, and we try to normally prepare it by ourselves. The dish which normally gives me energy before I go for the workout, I normally have a bit of that. After I come back from office, I have 2 or 3 bites of it. So no to the refined sugars. So we're talking about physical health that helps you to keep going, and that's the dish that I love the most. Thank you.
Thank you for that take and reminding us of that gajar ka halwa. Now my mouth is watering actually. All
Everyone
right.
right now.
Yeah. So who is the second person who raised the hand? Okay. Let me pick. Okay. Toastmaster Amrita.
Yes.
Yeah, Toastmaster Amrita. The topic for you is just as all that's white is not milk, all that's green is not healthy. Toastmaster Amrita. Just as all that's white is not milk, all that's green is not healthy. Over to you.
Just to
Nowadays,
interject, like, Amrita, are you able to see the timer on the screen?
yes.
Okay, good.
Nowadays, we have seen many ads related to oil, related to rice, and everything is like go natural, eat healthy, go green. But it's really, really natural. Do you think are you thinking about that way? Is it really natural for us? I have a different point of view here because I am a certified yoga naturotherapist. And what naturopathy tell us that eat whatever your ancestor eat. Like if your ancestors are eating rice, then you have to eat rice only because that's what your in your genetics. That's what is good for your health. But nowadays we go into some westernized culture or something like that. We forget our roots. So like whatever the come in the market is not good for our health. We have to be mindful when we are selecting the product for ourselves, and not for ourselves but for our health. So basically whatever you are eating, eat fresh, eat healthy. And like if you want to drink milk, then go for the local, local milk vendors, not the packaged one. So that's only we can go, in a natural way, in a natural direction. And nowadays we can people are talking about the brown rice and red rice and variety of rice. But what rice in your area which is good for your health, which is the crop in your area is, you know the surrounded, that is good for your health. So pick that. The vegetables around in your circle, that is good for your health. So be mindful when it comes to eating and when it comes to grocery shopping. That's my take on this. Back to Toastmaster Gangamai.
That was awesome information, Toastmaster Amrita. Thank you for that. So the next topic, I'd like to go with Shravan Kumar.
Yeah, it's Toastmaster Gangamai.
Yeah, good morning. So the topic for you is Cow's milk is good for health. Toastmaster Shravan Kumar. Cow's milk is good for health. Over to you.
Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, cow's milk is good for health. If we observe what we are eating, almost most of the people eat greenery vegetables and all for day-to-day consumption, and sometimes people go for a animal meat. But if we look at the cows, they eat only grass, which is highly oxygenated, which consumes the natural elements and then grow, and it won't eat more other than grass. So all the uh, natural protein or natural um, health related ingredients we can find in that natural form of grass. When cow consumes the grass, it also takes all those properties into its body, and it gives the milk. So because of that, the cow milk is considered as a rich food according to many religious beliefs across the globe, not only in India. So cow is considered as a sattvic animal because it is cool and calm and composed. It's not aggressive. So we are also get those qualities into our mind and body when we are consuming that food. Because of that, cow's milk is preferable than any other animal's milk, because and also it is considered cow's body as a factory. In many people says that it's a factory that generates. It goes through a lot of process inside the cow's body, because a lot of heat is generated inside the cow's body. Because of that, it produces the healthy product out of it. So that's my take on this. So everybody should consume the cow's milk. And thanks, and over to you, Toastmaster Gangamai.
Thank you for that perspective and for that information, Toastmasters Shravan Kumar. Yeah. And yeah, of course, definitely it's very, healthy compared to any other animal's milk. But nowadays, as we see, people, not recommending to have cow's milk, giving lots of other reasons. But the main reason is, even though the reason they give is we stop weaning, right? Why do we still consume milk after growing up? There are lots of debates. It's a kind of debatable topic. Let's not get into those. But yeah, definitely cow's milk is equivalent to mother's milk. So there are lots of, good things about it. So next we move on to Toastmaster Sunish. Toastmaster Sunish, you with us?
Yes.
Yeah. So topic for you is, this is the winter season. So can you give 5 tips or 5 quick things to keep in mind during the winter season for keeping our good health? So 5 tips for keeping good health during winters. Toastmaster Sunish.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. 5 good tips to take care of your health during the winter. One thing I have handy right now is this lip balm, which was over here. So one of the things is definitely yes. We often say in Toastmasters, smile. Whenever you're giving speech, coming for table topic, and anything, smile. And I think if you're smiling, you need to take care of it. So do use your lip balm. The second thing is go for a walk. Get up early in the morning, get that sunlight on. Sometimes we feel that we want to take some more extra time on the bed and just lie, but it is very important to go in and get that sunlight. The second thing is go for a walk and get that sunlight. The third thing is be active. During winter season, if you see the bears, many of the animals, they go and hibernate. But to get the food, they have to get out in the jungle. But we human beings, we have made our life so comfortable. We can sit in the comfort of the home. Right now, many of us have the work from home, so we don't have to get out also. The fourth thing is have fun. It doesn't matter if it's winter or it's summer, always have fun, enjoy. Our state of our mind affects our health, our body. And the fifth thing which I would suggest is always connect with people, enjoy. Toastmasters is one of the place where we can socialize. To wrap up, I would say take care of your lips, go out, enjoy yourself in the sun. The third thing is have good food. The fourth is socialize. And the fifth is always have a good positive mind. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you for those tips. And I hope everyone tries to follow it. Include drinking water, keeping yourself very hydrated during winters. So, due to the limit of time, we'll take just one more. Toastmaster Akib has raised his hand earlier, so probably better luck next time. Toastmaster Tulasi, right? So, Toastmaster Akib,
We can take two more Toastmaster.
we can.
Yeah.
Okay, we can take.
So she was raising a hand. Yeah.
All right. So, Toastmaster Akib, do you prefer wintry winters or sultry summers? Do you prefer wintry winters or sultry summers, and why?
Wintry winters, sultry summers. Cool names, right? Uh, I think most of us will have different choices when it comes to summer and winter. And for me, it is summer which I like. Reason being, summer, you don't like, I don't feel, uh, I don't get a lot of health issues when it is summer compared to winter. So, last 10-15 years, whenever I've come home, which is in up north, and whenever I come home, I catch up with cold or I'll catch up with fever, no matter what. That has been a routine. But whenever I'm back to my workplace, whether it is Bangalore or Vishakhapatnam in my previous roles, it's proper summer and I never catch cold. I was always happy. There is good amount of air, breeze moving, and I'm always like moving very freely, and I never feel that summer heat as well. It's like, of course there is summer, but you have AC which is able to protect you. But in India, for winter, you don't have centralized heating, right? So north also would have felt better to me had, like, have we prepared similarly the way west have done. So we don't have enough apparatus or stuff to keep us warm in winters. That's the truth. That's the reason people still go and give blankets all around during winter. So I would say summer is still good and still better. You can have an AC, afford an AC, and enjoy your time with your loved ones. So that's my take. Over to you.
Thank you for that insights. I was of the opinion that winter was better because you can cover as much as you can, but you gave a new insight. Thank you for that, Toastmaster Akib. So we have last participant as Toastmaster Tulasi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the topic for you, Toastmaster Tulasi, is can you give 3 tips for childcare during winter season? 3 tips for childcare during the winter season. Over to you, Toastmaster Tulasi.
Yeah, hi. The first thing one should take care of during winter season is having enough water to get ourselves hydrated. We don't feel thirsty. And the more water you drink, your skin gets hydrated. And I think it's better to go for warm water. I would like to have herbal teas during winters. which is good for our throat. It's also good to get out and get moving during winters rather than getting more hours of sleep or just lazing around. That way you get enough sunlight and keep yourselves active. The third tip is keep your routine well, maintain a proper routine so that we can utilize our time during the day better. Spend enough time with your loved ones, spend time with nature. I think I have given more than 3 tips. It's good to have get-togethers during winter seasons. So you get to have friends around and spend your time well. Yeah, these are the tips that I would like to give. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Gangamai.
Thank you for those tips, Tulasi. And yeah, the last one came as a surprise, actually. Thank you for that new and fresh perspective. And thank you for this opportunity. And well done, all the table topic speakers. I hope you enjoyed the topics. And now I'll hand it over to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Noor. Over to you.
Thank you, Topics Master, Toastmaster Gangamai, for that wonderful table topic session. We got to hear so many people speak, so many perspectives, so many tips. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Before that, before we get into the next session, may I request the timer to please let us know if all the table topic speakers are qualified for the voting.
Yes, all the table topic speakers are qualified.
How about the speakers?
Even the speakers are qualified.
Fantastic. I'll launch the poll for the best table topic speaker and then the best speaker. Please cast your vote. All right. Can you see the poll on your screen? Fantastic. All right. I'll be closing the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. And now the poll for the best speaker. Please cast your vote for the best speaker. Six more people vote for the best speaker. I'll be closing the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right. Thank you for voting. Now, before we get into the evaluation session, which is the last session for today's meeting, how many of you have faced mental problems? Anyone in the room? This is a safe environment. All what you share will be, we will stop the recording for a minute. Yes, for people to feel safe that they can. All right. So now we move on to the third and the last segment of today's meeting, that is the general evaluation session or the evaluation segment. With Toastmaster J.K. Arora as the general evaluator, let me hand over the podium to him to conduct the evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, DTM Noor. And now our tag team, I'll request timer of the day, Toastmaster Vikram, to give the report, please.
Sure. Toastmaster J.K. Arora. Let me share my screen. Is my screen visible? Yeah, this is the timer report for today. So I can see all the speakers have qualified. So the speakers number 1, Manta Usha Bharati, took 7 minutes 25 seconds. Since it falls within the grace period, she's still qualified. And speaker number 2, Navya Malaguntla, she took 6 minutes 12 seconds for her speech. And then coming to the table topic speakers, Rajiv Lamda took 1 minute 49 seconds. Amrita Deshmukh took 1 minute 57 seconds. Shravan Kumar took 2 minute 13 seconds. Sunish took 1 minute 47 seconds. Akib took 1 minute 57 seconds. And finally, Tulsi took 1 minute 47 seconds. So with that, all our speakers today have prevailed over time, and congratulations to all of them. Over to you, Toastmaster Jikar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram. Now I'll ask my second Toastmaster Amarnath. Today he is taking two roles, counter and grammarian. Please give your report, please.
Sure, thank you, Jakarura. So today our topic really sync with our Sattvic Toastmasters Club theme. So I'm really involved in the discussions topics and speeches today. And there are a couple of good uses. I didn't see any deviation in the grammar uses. So everyone mostly speak a good grammar. So when it comes to speaker 1, Usha has used good words. I already posted in the chat. Crumpling at, compile, it's seeping into, vibrant, contrast view, rewarding, resistance. She has used the prevail, our word of the day as well. Superficial and empty cup. So some of the good usages. And I didn't see any fillers or sound. Speaker to Navya has used good words in her speech today, damping evident accomplishment. And so there are a few areas she can improve over there. She's using R sound more than 3 times, and I've been using okay without having any purpose. So our Toastmaster of the day, Noor, has used so many good words today. Maybe we can go back to the recording and grab all the words. Equant, Mother Earth, Plush, put hand in candle, bombarding. So these are the good uses of the words and in today's discussion. And coming to the table topic, Amrita has used so I think it's her crush word. So she can reduce using that word. Rajiv Lamba has used refined sugar, way to go, some of the good usages. And his filler is a sound. So can try to reduce the R sound. Shravan Kumar is using R sound more than 3 times. And Gangamai table topic master is using and more than 3 times. I think it's her crush word. So you may add silent filler instead of using these words unnecessarily. That is pretty much everything from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amarnath, for taking two roles and prevail very well in fit as a fiddle. So as a general evaluator, now I summarize the complete meeting. I'm really thankful to Toastmaster of the day, bringing a very good topic is stress and involving everyone in. I've seen even the emotions, tears coming in some of the members and very well involving every member and taking two roles together in just a short span of time. And both speakers are also excellent. Today's both speeches are good, and especially thanks to TTM Gangamai and of course bringing a very good topic to each of them and involving each of them. And now since time is pressing, I'll request Toastmaster of the day, DTM Noor, please.
Thank you, J.K. Roravi. Could you please call the speech evaluators to evaluate the prepared speeches?
Yes. Yeah. So first is speech evaluator is first is I think yeah, Toastmaster Gangamai. Yeah, you are first. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aurora. So my target speaker, very good morning once again, Toastmaster Usha. And you started with a bang, I should say, by using a quote and asking a question. So you used the best ways of starting a speech and captivating your audience. So good job on that. And you also connected with your audience by sharing your personal story. Always storytelling allows us to connect with our audience. So you shared your personal story and how at your home, the situation is and how you could relate it to the topic. You as well had good, gestures with your head, right? Trying to, move your head sideways, this way and that way, trying to make it lively and not just, stay still in front of the, audience or the camera. And I also had a good key takeaway, which is the saying, learn to say no and make room for things that matter. That really struck well with all the audience, I believe, as well, because all throughout you made this point very clear how to say no and make room for what you really have priority in your life, right? And coming to things that you could have probably improvised and which will help you in your next speech, right? These are the areas of improvement. So the first one is having some vocal variety. So you did kind of dialogues between you, your, relationships. So, you had role plays, right? So when you're having a role play, you can probably just do a small change of your tone as if two people are speaking. So that will add to, the dramatization of your speech, right? And also try to use some pauses. Allow the audience to sink in the information that you're giving them, right? Because at the end of the day, you want your audience to take away the message from your speech. So try to give some pauses and not give too much of information into one speech, because we have to cater to the pauses as well within the same time frame. So I think with these, you could probably, inculcate these feedback in your next speech and give your second speech. And also, I was just looking forward to this one information. You said three generations were in your family. I was just looking, which three generations you were talking about. So I think, you could have added that. But overall, it's very good speech and very good take on that. And you just, work on these two improvements in your next speech. It will take you to the next level. All the best. Thank you. And over to you, Toastmaster Aurora.
Toastmaster Gangamai. And now it's the second evaluator, Toastmaster Ashish.
Thank you, Toastmaster J.K. Arorati. Toastmaster Navya, you prevailed in bringing positive attitude through your speech. And that is something which will cause a ripple effect in all of us in terms of bringing positive attitude. My evaluation would be broken in two parts. First would be as an audience member, and secondly, as an evaluator. So, as an audience member, what I look is what is the value in this speech which I have received. Secondly, what is that which I found good? And thirdly, is what are the opportunities which I see, if I was there, I can improve upon. So, going ahead, what I really got value out of is when you discussed about positive attitude, what exactly it means. Does it mean that you need to be always positive? No. You need to accept what is the situation. and then focus on the solution rather than just the problem and the issues which might happen. So you clarified it by asking questions to members and engaging everybody. So that was something valuable which came out of that to me. Second thing which I really liked is, which even I want to inculcate in my speech, is the smile which you brought up on your speech. It radiated and looked, that made you look like fit as a fiddle. And that is something really important because that connects with all the audience members. So great work on that one. Moving ahead, if I was at your place, what I would like to actually work upon or opportunities, what I see is, first is you gave many points how we can have positive attitudes. You talk about self-talk, you talk about our thoughts, but I saw there are many points which you gave. It should be limited to 2 or 3 points so that we can recall after this speech. And if it is repeated, right, the audience can actually recall it very well even after this speech. So that is one opportunity which I see if I was there, I would have made. The second is on the pronunciation and enunciations of the word. So that is something, if I can actually stress on the words, that would go across properly to the audience. With this, let me wear the hat of evaluator. As an evaluator, the purpose of your speech was for the member to share her experience completing the project. So I would request you to actually look back and talk to your mentor as well if the speech actually met its objective or not. So at least as per the purpose of speech, I don't think it met its objective. So I'll request you if you can talk to your mentor and see if you'd like to repeat this speech. So in summary, you had a wonderful smile that brought positive attitude to this speech. Secondly, you had described what the positive attitude means. So really well done on that one. And I had lots of takeaways from this. With few of things, you would really do prevail every time. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. Great points of improvement. Over to Toastmaster of the day for the poll of the evaluations. Both we have to check. 1 minute, please.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Now we conclude the evaluation session. Timer, may I know if both the evaluators are qualified as well as the
Yes.
tag team members?
Both the evaluators are qualified.
Fantastic. So let me launch the poll for the best evaluator. Poll is on your screen. Please cast your vote. All right, closing the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Also, we have the auxiliary role players today. Launch the poll for the best auxiliary role player. All right, the poll is on your screen. Please cast your vote. Right, 4 more people to vote. Closing the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. And we have, before I go on to the lead role player poll, let me first give some feedback on today's evaluators. Since Toastmaster J.K. Arora, he has completed his general evaluation. I thought both the evaluators today were fantastic. They provided constructive feedback for the speakers to take away, and that is wonderful. Giving feedback is an essential skill in succeeding in life. So today, what we witnessed from both the evaluators were they were very positive in nature. They gave feedback in such a way that the speakers could take away what feedback they gave and implement in their future speeches so that the future speeches could become better. So wonderfully done. Just a recommendation. We do not give any time the recommendation to repeat a speech. That's one thing. It's up to the speaker to decide whether they want to give a speech. But it can be a part of a non-official feedback. That can be given privately to the person. Right. Other than that, today's feedback was wonderful. I thoroughly enjoyed the feedback. With that, we come to the almost the end of today's meeting. And before we conclude, I want to summarize today's theme of today's meeting, that is healthy living. The most important thing about healthy living is that we engage in physical activities. These are the key takeaways. Number one, we engage in physical activities, whether it be yoga, walking, swimming, aerobics, etc. Any of these things you can take up. Please do engage in a physical activity. Number two is eat good food. Very important. Avoid processed food, anything which is wide, heavily processed, and eat light. And a lot of vegetables in your diet will definitely help you to have good meal which you can consume. Cut short on carbohydrates so that you can really have a good processed meal, good healthy meal. Sorry. Ground yourself. Very important. Walk barefoot. Get a lot of sunlight. Read books if you want. Engage in stimulating conversations. It would really help you to ground yourself. Number four is community engagement. Very important is if you want to uh, really have that social impact on your life, you volunteer, you participate in any community engagement. Toastmasters is a community. Be a part of a positive and a supportive environment. It's very important. And lastly, decrease your digital overload. Cut down on your digital time. Spend more time with people, nature, and lastly, try new things, whether it's being filling your worksheets or go camping or trekking, visit new places, you interact with new people, catch some new perspectives, life will be more interesting. With that, I hope that you take these recommendations into consideration and form an accountability partner, someone whom you can say that, okay, I want to do exercise for next 2 months and track your things. The last part is the goodies part, which I mentioned. I will share the link inside the chat where you can download this presentation, which I presented earlier, along with some sheets. Let me quickly share those things with you so that you can have a look at it. Let me show you those things, what you would be getting actually. All right. So you see my screen. This is a workout planner. You can write down the exercises. You can put your weight, your reps, and then set to. This is one of the planners, right? You have a weekly planner, which you can plan weekly. You have a vision board wherein you can write down your visions. Also, you will be getting a trigger tracker. For example, this is very useful when you are in a relationship. Something triggers you, identify the trigger, identify the reason and its symptoms, and write it down. It will help you a lot. This one helped me a lot. This is a wellness planner. You can write your wellness plan accordingly. You can track your mood, water intake, meal planning, medication tracker, and so on. You have a self-care checklist. This is just putting a tick mark. This helps you to track whether you drink a glass of water or whether you exercise in the morning or whether you journal your thoughts. This is just a checklist for you. The same thing in a different fashion, right? And you have a health tracker as well. So similarly, I am sharing around 20 of these worksheets with you so that you can make good use of them. You can take a printout and keep tracking so that it will help you a lot. Yeah. With that, I end my role officially as the Toastmaster of the day, and I take over the role as a presiding officer. Thank you all for joining today's meeting. Uh, Before, I think it's almost time. We are 4 minutes short the deadline. So I would officially adjourn the meeting right now and then take the guest feedback after adjourning the meeting. So the meeting is officially adjourned. And